are we literally going to allow Janet DiFiore to say that she's tough on police criminality? You know, the 6 months worth of weekends make up for Brother Jamal's 4 years in jail? And why are the preachers so silent? Why are the black politicians so silent on this? I think it's very disturbing. You know,
but I mean, even the regular people, there's nobody in the black community. There's nobody outraged by this. There's nobody talking about this. There's nobody pushing up about this.
Nobody's saying anything. You know, and it's sad because, you know, you hear everybody talking or asking me, "Oh, did you go to Baltimore?" You know, why do I have that? I mean, listen, the issue in Baltimore is granted. People should go down there. But we have issues right here in Westchester County. We have racism in Westchester County. We have police criminality here in Westchester County. We have police lying to put people in jail. Which, you know what, and the sad thing about it, it could be any of our parents, it could be us on any given day driving through Yonkers, and we could have been victims of these two police officers because they just decided to make an arrest and get some overtime and build their arrest. And then, you know, the unfortunate about it, over 20 cases has been vacated or dismissed.
And some of them were serious drugs. Some
serious really drug.
So we're not even saying that they're innocent. It's just because they decided to take the easy way out.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, they're all going to have to be innocent because if they're based on...
Well, I'm saying we're not saying that they were innocent of whatever the crime that they originally was committed. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying everybody across the board was just innocent.
Look,
but the cops didn't do their job. They circumvented the system to get an arrest because they couldn't get an arrest.
At the end of the day, all the arrests that they made together, whether it's 20, and I don't believe it's just 20 like the DA said, I believe it's more.
Well, 20 have been overturned. That doesn't mean there was way more than that.
Well, 20 have been overturned, that vacated, that they decided to vacate.
Right.
But the real issue on justice is all their cases should be reviewed.
Absolutely.
Every single one of them should be reviewed. Because, and they need to open up a grand jury investigation into the death of Dario Tanner. Because if they lied on simple drug cases, they will also lie about murdering this young man. See, but nobody's asking those type of questions. Nobody is forcing, nobody from the black community, nobody from these governmental bodies. You know, I mean, I know Mike Spano, and if the mayor was real honest, he would say, listen, I want all these cases to be reviewed, especially the death of this young man. You know, stop worried about, you know, these politicians and people always worried about lawsuits. You know, but they're creating more lawsuits and they're creating more liability, not just going straight to the truth and having justice for people that they're supposed to serve. You know, cops should be held to a higher accountability. They should be held to a higher accountability. See, because if me and you lied to the police, we could be arrested, and I'll bet you a year's salary. You won't be serving 6 months of weekends. You won't be serving those 6 months of weekends. That's insulting to the face of justice. After this young man did 4 years, and then they still refuse to vacate the indictment. Well, what witnesses are you going to call when you already said that the two main cops that are witnesses lied, are guilty? So this is ridiculous. This is definitely ridiculous, and these organizations need to step up, and these black organizations need to step up. Just like we said, these black churches, these black preachers need to come from behind the pulpit if they want respect of these young kids that's doing what they need to do for justice. You know, they need to come behind the pulpit and demand accountability. You know, and start asking questions when these politicians come into your church to try to get votes for election time in November.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, like I said, I know Mayor Mike Spano, but he should be held accountable. He should be held accountable. He should be questioned why. That's not that you fired one. What policies and procedures have you put in place to make sure this doesn't happen again?
Absolutely.
And then the union president, he goes back and try to bring up Mr. Smythe's past arrest history. What the hell that got to do with your cops lying in the present? Has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it. Instead of being a leader, a union leader, saying this will never happen again.
Right.
The badge is broken in Westchester County.
Absolutely.
It's broken. And nobody's stepping up and having no responsibility that's in the position to do so. Westchester County Chiefs of Police Association, silent on any policy and procedure change.
And actually, other than you, all black law enforcement is silent.
No, you got a few. Yeah, there's a few.
A handful, very few.
Other than the organization.
Yeah.
Other organizations I can't speak for.
But even the individual officers, or whatever.
Well, individual black officers are not going to speak up because they scared.
That's the point.
And I'll just say it. They scared.
That's the point I was making.
They scared because they scared they might lose their little paycheck. They scared they might not get the post that they want. They scared they might not get their little promotion. They scared that they might not be put in one of these specialized units and all this other stuff, so they could wear civilian clothes and be out there in the street and just be the enemy of black people. Because that's what the people see.
That's why this upcoming election, local election, is very important. I'm going to keep saying that. That's why this upcoming local election is very important.
It is important, but it's also important for these young people to register to vote, to take part in the political process, be involved, be informed. We have to have more vehicles like People for Politics radio show.
Absolutely.